Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'd like to share with you a project that I have created. I was fortunate enough to become a part of Tsunami Rose design team and I am super excited. Daisy Collins is the owner of Tsunami Rose and she has an Etsy store, which I will leave every link down below that links back to her Facebook page, YouTube video, Etsy and her blog as well. And she has absolutely gotten together the most amazing design team. So I'm really excited about this, guys. Sorry about my voice. It'll go croaky, I'm assuming, during the video. I've been battling a cold and it's just not going away. I apologise for the lighting as well. We have got some really bad weather on its way. Well, you know, not really bad weather, but bad weather on its way, like rain and stuff. And it's gotten dark. It was beautiful this morning, but unfortunately this afternoon it's gotten darker. Okay, so we were lucky enough to pick a project that we would like to work with, and also a paper line, which is like a printable paper line that she designed, that Daisy had designed. And I decided to go for New Beginnings. I really like this paper line. It's got your purples, your pinks, your greens, really, really pretty colours. Now, the actual book itself, the cover is using craft text. Now, I love using this stuff in all my journals. It comes in a craft, it comes in a black, and it comes in a white. And it's like a fabric, leathery type of material, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I use it in my albums, which you won't see in there because I use them as a hinge. I found that this is really good stuff. You can distress it like I've done on the back here. I've just put some distress ink on there. It doesn't come off and what have you. You could probably, if you've got a big shot, or depending on the size of the album, can run it through and emboss it with your Cuttle Bug. You can heat emboss on it. You can paint it, whatever. Okay, so what I did do is I fussy cut these leaves out here and the butterfly from the New Beginnings from the page that it was actually on. I found that the page was so pretty, but I really like this design. Oh my gosh. And because I wanted to add to it, I didn't want to take away from the page or anything itself. So I did fussy cut it. I did glue it down with my matte gel medium. And what I did do is layered it on top of tea-dyed paper. Added some lace here, some pearl string, and some of the strips of bling that you see here. A beautiful bow that I got at a craft show, probably about 3 years ago. And I think I only picked up 2 of these. Now, I put one of these on a friend's junk journal that I showed you on a previous video, and I've kept one for myself here. So really nice, this bow. And then I'll put this beautiful love heart diamante thing here. I put some chains that's pretty good, off to a good start. As always, I just put some embellishments here on a dangle, like charms, I should say, chains on a dangle here. Sorry guys, my head is all over the place today, I'm telling you. Okay, now also included in this kit, there was envelopes, there was tags, there was tickets, and these little side divider things that we got as well. So I did incorporate a few of them into my junk journal as well. So this one here, I added some lace, button, and a filigree flower and some seam binding onto a tag. And I love her printables. I'll be doing an album next, and the printable I chose was absolutely stunning. So I'm really, really happy and excited to be able to do that. Once again, one of the little stubs here, the ticket stubs or tabs, I should call them. Put pearl trim here, some lace. I put this card in here and just put a staple there so that I can slip more cards in there. A button with a paper clip, and this is like double-sided, so you can write on the back of this as well, and I just stuck that on there myself. This is an envelope here. Oh, if I can take it off the right way. I put a bit of lace, some bling, and a pearl center on that one. Okay, and then I ticket stub here. Okay, that's the back of it. There was also words in there that we could incorporate into it, and that's fresh start. Now, the New Beginnings range can be used for the new year. When you start off the new year, you've got your New Year's resolutions and then continue on throughout the whole year. I really like this one. I created a pocket. I used lace on the inside. There's a little love heart underneath this bling here, and I've created like a journaling card here and used one of my stamps. It says beauty. I tore around the edges and then just inked it up. Now, what I did do with all these pages is I did actually tea stain them. I personally prefer tea stained for myself because I can't really handle the overpowering coffee smell. I know you can probably add vanilla to it, or add, you could probably add lavender to it and whatever to make it smell nicer, but I found that the tea dyeing, there's no odour with it, which I really like, unless you really, really sniff it, or, got heavy. Hold on. Yeah, you see, I can't even really smell the tea. And I did smell it. Oh, you can't really smell it or anything, so which is really good. Just here, I've done a stamp, used one of my stamps. I created a pocket and just used a couple of my embellishments and some ribbon here. I love this one here. This is one of the cutouts that you get. It's got the butterfly with a clock. I put a piece of bling in the middle there, a button and a filigree with some twine and some lace on the side. Okay, and that's the bingo card. Now, this piece was just a scrap piece. I decided to put some thread through it, and it looked kind of nice. You can use it as a journaling card. This bit here I used, I'm just going to reach over and grab. I used from my mixed media, and it's this stuff here that you get, and you just lay it down and get your sponge and whatever with whatever ink and sponge over it. So I really love that, and to use it like in a junk journal, so I did put it on some of the pages as well. So that created a pocket. Then there was a little sentiment here: may the dreams of the past be the reality of your future. Okay, so that was that. I'm going to turn it over, and here is the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I love that sentiment. Okay, and you can stick a bigger photo mat over there. I'm just going to see if this is filming. I've been having problems with my video camera on my phone. Now, these two pieces here actually just tore corners off a page, and you'll see the page come up where the corners are missing on it. I just thought it gives it a different look on it. Gives it an old worldly look as well too, which I really like. Here, all I've done is torn apart a lunch bag, and I've created a pocket. So there's actually two pockets inside the actual lunch bag. Oh, I can open it up in there, and then behind it as well. So you've got two pockets and lots of room. And I really love this design on this paper. I love butterflies and flowers together. Another sentiment: the future is literally in our hands to mold it as we like, but we cannot wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is now. And once again, I used some seam binding, the gorgeous love heart here, an arrow, a metal arrow here as well. So that'll all go in there. Another tab on the side here. This one I just created a pocket out of the actual paper itself, and I just tore it on a diagonal. And what I did do is put some beautiful pearl sequins on there, and they're like a holographic sequin. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or whether the camera will pick it up. Okay, I put a couple of buttons on either side with some twine going through it, and just added a couple of embellishments from an ephemera pack that I had used for my mixed media. Okay, next page here, and this is a pocket, and it's also a lunch bag, so it's got 2 pockets in it. I lined it with some lace, and some of this lace I actually used, which I got gifted from Janet Coulter a while back. And I wasn't going to use it, but it was so pretty, and I really needed to showcase it. A few more of the sequins here, and up the top I made a banner from the papers, and you can slide something under here and it'll catch under here as well, so that, you know, it doesn't fall out. Okay. And then I added a little key with a Tim Holtz staple. And here is just another ephemera piece that I had and used in here, and added some of this ribbon here, ribbon trim. And then once again in the actual paper bag. So there's plenty of room in here for any journaling or any photos. Here all I've done, and this was from Kaisercraft, they're actually stickers, and excuse me, they were doily stickers, so they were really nice. I added some seam binding. I tore apart this page here just to give it a different look, and once again I done that what do you call it? I used that template, the stencil thing that I was showing you before, and used my distress tool on top of it. Seam binding, and of course some bling on here as well. Okay, here I did use some of these pretty embellishments that I got. A little metal flower sequins and some pearl trim there. I might actually take that off and put something else on top, because I did have sequins underneath this flower, but then I got this and I decided to put that on top. Now this page I had just filled up with some of the ephemera that I had, but I had to laugh because when I make the journals, and I always do this every single time, I forget to stamp beforehand. So I never learn my lesson. Never learn my lesson. If you're going to do a journal, stamp before you know, you put it together. Even though I had something under here, excuse me, even though I had something under here, I did try to stamp on it and it wouldn't come through. So I thought, oh no, I made a mess of the page, So what I did do is cut out a darker bit and then stamped on top of it. So I was quite happy with that it turned out that way. And it kind of looks like it's been done on purpose, okay? This was another bit of the kit, and I just cut that out and then popped it in there as well. And that just slides in there. I kind of got this one I taped down, but these ones I stapled across here so that you can actually tuck things underneath there, and a bit of seam binding up the top. Here I've got some more pearl trim. I've created a pocket from one of the pages that I tore up. I always do extras so that I can incorporate it into my album as well, and I am hoping, so sorry guys about the lighting, I'm hoping it comes out all right. And then with that was the envelope which was in the kit, and then this little bit here as well. Then this was just a die cut I had, which I just popped on there. A doily on this one, reach high. This was beautiful. I didn't want to cover it up with anything, so I just put a bird cage with a, you know, pearl love heart and a key there, and a bit of seam binding, and that's all I done with another tab here. Fly Above, I love this one. this lunch bag I've kept pretty plain. I might add, you know, journaling along there. This is a pocket I've actually adhered to so that you can slide things under here. And once again, like I said, with this collection, it was a New Year's collection, so New Year's goals you can put on here, but you can certainly leave that out because you don't necessarily need to use it as a New Year's journal. Okay, just accommodate it to what you need it, or tailor it to what you need it for. A little paper clip here with some Love Heart charms, and that'll go in there. Like I said, a filigree, and then I've got, oh my gosh, and I filmed this. This is like the second time I filmed this, and I cannot remember the name of this thing. I'll just say it's a little diamante and some seam binding at the side. Okay, this one I left plain because it was really busy and I kind of like it. I just wanted something just to be left alone. Okay, another tab here. A pocket here. I've got some seam binding, and then you've got a pocket on the inside. Once again, another plain page, but I'd love to use that as a background for a photo, so I didn't want to decorate that. There is a clip up here as well, Tim Holtz clip with some seam binding. Here all I've done is put a little love heart here with some stones in it, and that's it. Pretty plain. Another side of the lunch bag which you can stick a lot in. Filigree corners, like metal corners, and some embellishments here with the crystals and pearls. On this side I decided to put excuse me, some lace trim on the bottom here, some double pearls here, and the love heart here as well. I love these love hearts. I just got a few more, a whole lot more excuse me, because they are flat, and I do like to use them in my albums, or whether I'm making gifts or what have you. Another part here which I've done is a journaling spot here. I've left plain, and I've kind of made this into a bit where you can put a photo mat over the top of it, and all I've done was cut a doily in half, added some seam binding, and used this was actually from a Bo Bunny range a while ago. Okay, and turn it over, and you've got a beautiful pink flower with a gem on the inside, and some lace trim there. Okay, and that's one of the other tags you've got. Okay, this one I left plain for journaling, sorry. Okay, and on here you can put a photo there. Like I said, towards the end I left it plain because I did want to get a lot of photos there, and I did want to showcase a lot of the papers as well and not embellish them. So I really like that. I will embellish as I go along, I guess, as I put photos and stuff in there. Place for journaling, which means on the opposite side I can put photos, or I can stick photos on mats and put them in here, put tabs along the side so that we can pull them out. Okay, this is another part of the collection here as well. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, this one I didn't trim off. I could trim off and make into another pocket, or you can leave it as a closed page. All right, once again there, and the tabs. Okay, sit there and there. And I didn't add what do you call it, a lot of envelopes or anything to it, because I didn't want to detract from the actual pages themselves and the beauty of the printables. Okay, and where you see the corners missing here excuse me, I've actually put them on the sides there. Okay, another page here, and that's the end of the journal. Okay guys, I hope you really enjoyed that short tour of my journal and what I did put inside of it. Excuse me. Stay tuned for my next Tsunami Rose design team project. It'll be a mini album. You guys know I love my interactive mini albums, so I'm really looking forward to creating the next DT project for Tsunami Rose. Like I said, if you guys haven't been over there, please go check out the links down below and have a look, and you'll see what Daisy's all about. So have a great day. Stay tuned for more projects. There's a lot on the go for me at the moment, so I'm trying to get these projects done as fast as I can, so I'm super excited. Okay guys, thanks a lot, and once again, as I always say, look after one another. Take care. Bye.